Welcome to the 2018 Los Angeles Auto Show. My name is Mike Caudill, and I'm going to be your host over the next 10 minutes, leading you up to one of the most anticipated launches here at the auto show during the media preview days. Now, a lot of excitement. This is being streamed all over the world right now, from Korea to here in Los Angeles, across over to New York and abroad. It's going to be an exciting 25 minutes for you here at the LA Auto Show. So let's kick it off with a quick shot of the crowd. You can see everybody making their way into the Hyundai Pavilion right now as we get ready to fire things up. So let's get right to it. I want to bring a special guest up. We've got a few of them for you as we lead ourselves into the official press conference. First up, I'm going to bring up Miles Johnson. He's on the corporate communications team at Hyundai. Miles, come on up, my friend.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I am well. All right, so this is one of the most anticipated launches that Hyundai has had in the past few years. Tell me about what this SUV means to the brand.
We're really going after families with this SUV, and we've got a great new brand ambassador that we brought on with BTS. And you're going to see the opening video with those guys. They have a great audience, a great family in their band, and they're going to share this SUV launch with us.
The hottest growing segment right now in the automotive industry is the sport utility and truck segment. You guys are going to go with a new vehicle. Can you tell me what the name is?
The name is the Hyundai Palisade, and it evokes some recognition from the city in California. And I think what people are going to notice on this vehicle is the design is outstanding. The surfacing work, the execution, and then we back it up with some great safety features and some great utility, and really going after families.
All right, so we're going to see BTS. They're going to be playing. We're going to see them up on the screen. Now, to bring an SUV into the market, you've got to have the right research. So with the right research, that means we're bringing up Brandon Ramirez, who's the Senior Group Manager for Product Public Relations at Hyundai. All right, my man. Now, you have the title of Public Relations,
yes,
but you came from product planning, so you had your foot in the door on both sides with this. Tell me a little bit about the research that went into this.
So it really starts with the target buyer. We did a lot of research on the buyer, and we found out there are some unmet needs based off of competitor SUVs. Major themes: one, they wanted easy access to the third row seat. Usually on some competitors, it's difficult to climb over the seats. Now, that's one big unmet need. Another thing is when you have all three rows up, there's not a lot of cargo room. And that's what people want. People want more cargo room beyond the third row seat. Also, they want the flexibility of folding the third row seat. Very easy, not multiple mechanisms. We listened to that. Also, we found that people don't want to pay extra for added safety features. People say, I don't want to pay extra for blind spot detection. Hey, we listened. Also, they wanted that premium luxury feel in their midsize SUV. And today, you're going to see how we listened to the research.
So you're not new to the SUV market, the Hyundai Santa Fe and the Tucson. You've got great SUVs that have been in the market. They've all been middle-of-the-road SUVs. Can we talk about the luxury in this vehicle? Where is this thing going to take the brand?
Oh, it's great because we have lots of luxury features, and the advanced technology is impressive. So you're going to see some of that today.
All right, so we've got about 5 minutes left to stream some more of this out to you. BTS is one of your brand ambassadors, K-pop sensation. What are we going to see up here on the screen behind us?
Now, the number one purchase reason, or some of the key, most important purchase reason is passenger seating capacity. BTS is large. So what you're going to see is our focus on adding passenger seating capacity, and you're going to see them enjoy our vehicle.
I love the fact that you're bringing BTS into this because here in the US, everyone always wants to say American, 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 and I love how Hyundai proudly wears its Korean badge, and you're doing that with BTS. All right, so we have another set of brand ambassadors. Let's talk about the moms here in the audience. We have a brand ambassador with a mom in the audience.
Yeah, so we have Madison Fisher, and she came to our Santa Fe program, and she experienced what Hyundai is capable of. And now you're going to see she got to experience some of the features and the vehicle prior to us showing this today. And so you're gonna hear from her.
All right, so she's going to be up on stage, probably the whole family up there. We're also going to hear a little bit from BTS. We've had Miles up, we've had Brandon up. All right, how many minutes we got left on this, guys? We've got 2 minutes left, so we know that this is going to be, is it going to be the flagship for the brand? Will this be a new design for the company?
Yes, it'll be a flagship for the brand, and what you're gonna see, it's very bold, but it's very roomy, and you're going to see, hey, this vehicle can hold people, this vehicle can hold cargo.
All right, so you're hearing it live right here, broadcast all around the world. Brandon Ramirez joining me. Thank you for being up here and telling us a little bit more about the Palisade. We're about 2 minutes away from launching this vehicle across the globe. We're going to be coming back to you guys in about 15, 20 minutes after the press conference. We're going to interview all the executives so you can hear firsthand about what the brand is going to be doing from a business standpoint. What's the product cycle of this vehicle? What are the marketing activations behind the Palisade as well? So stay tuned with us as we get ready to launch the all-new Hyundai Palisade here at the Los Angeles Auto Show.
loving and respecting each other.
We may be very different from each other. We may not be related, but we feel stronger together.
That is family. That is remarkable. Nationalities, ages, skin colors. They're all welcome in today's definition of family. For all remarkable families around the world. We present the all-new Hyundai Palisade!
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the first ever Hyundai Palisade. And now, please welcome Chief Operating Officer, Hyundai Motor America, Brian Smith.
Just like them, I love this Palisade. But you know, I guess there's nothing like a little K-pop to pick things up this time of day. Good afternoon, and welcome to the world debut of the Hyundai Palisade. Thank you. We're here to introduce you to this all-new SUV flagship, but also to discuss how it fits into our model line transformation. When you look at all the demographic data, you realize that today's family comes in many different forms. That's why we're growing our own family of SUVs to meet their needs throughout their lives. So let's talk about the role that this vehicle plays in our growing SUV lineup. A year ago, here at the LA Auto Show, we began a flurry of SUV launches with an entirely new model, the Hyundai Kona. This year, we've really picked up the pace with 5 more SUV introductions. The all-new 2019 Santa Fe, the all-new Kona Electric, the first ever Nexo fuel cell vehicle, the redesigned Tucson, and now the Palisade. And there's still more to come. Next year, we'll reveal yet another SUV model in yet another category. So there's no question about it, we're in the SUV game big time, with one of the most advanced lineups in the business. Today, we're underscoring that point with our flagship SUV, the Hyundai Palisade. Palisade was designed with the North American customer as its #1 target. Hyundai understands that this country is like no other, a place of vast landscapes, inviting back roads, and endless highways. Palisade was created for growing families to explore it all. It's a vehicle that makes a statement for its proud owners, but also for Hyundai. You know, it was only 2 years ago that we offered just 3 SUVs covering 2 key categories. By this time next year, we'll have 7 SUVs in our portfolio, available in 3 different powertrains: internal combustion, electric, and hydrogen fuel cell. And they'll cover virtually the entire SUV market. In that short amount of time, we've gone from SUVs making up less than 40% of our mix to what will be almost 55% next year. So it's a new era at Hyundai. You see it in our portfolio, and you definitely see it in our dynamic design language. So right now, it's my pleasure to introduce you to one of the leaders of this transformation. Please welcome the head of Hyundai Global Design, Mr. Sang-Yup Lee.
Thank you, Brian. My dear ladies and gentlemen, how are you? It is a great pleasure to be here in LA. For me, it's my second home. This is the place where a young man's American dream has come true, and where my 2 beautiful daughters were born and raised, and where I came to appreciate the value of family, which I would never trade for anything. In such a place, I am very proud of talking about our new flagship SUV. But first, I would like to start with a bigger picture of how we are creating the unique Hyundai presence through the design. We are entering a new era in Hyundai design that is called sensuous sportiness. It integrates our brand spirit and creates emotional value. And it is perfectly reflected in our Hyundai Palisade. Many automotive brands today that emphasize so-called family look with similar face and genetic design code that repeat in different sizes. With this new generation of Hyundai design, we are doing something quite different and unique. We call Hyundai look. Much like chess pieces, our new models are clearly related, but their designs reflect different customers, so that each vehicle has its own distinctive look that contributes to the whole. In the coming year, you will see us to put the new chess pieces on the board. Today, we are here to meet, obviously, the king. Its proportion really expressed the command of the road in a way that's bold, yet the lines are refined and tailored. The Palisade flagship status is evident in a long, powerful hood and stretched forwards to the wide, cascading grille. Vertical DRL, the signature of front mask, reminiscent of alligator eyes. The dynamic side profile, the features with a strong C-pillar and panoramic quarter glass, which emphasized the space third row, and strong fenders and handsomely sculpted body panels that give Palisade masculine look. The vertical LED tail lamp echoes the shape of a DRL on the front for a harmonious appearance. The panoramic rear glass and the broad rear panels that contribute a modern design. Their clean surfacing help to emphasize the wide and capable stance. We designed Palisade to give growing families room to roam, to explore the world in premium comfort. And to demonstrate these capabilities, I am happy to introduce you one such family. They're actually become something of an internet sensation with millions of fans. So, let's meet the Fishers.
Hey everyone, we're the Fisher family. I'm Madison.
And I'm Kyler.
And these are our twin girls, Tatum and Oakley.
We got a call from our friends at Hyundai who invited us to come down and take a sneak peek at the all-new Palisade.
We're super excited to be part of the global launch of their latest addition to their SUV family. We can't wait to see it and share it with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Madison Fisher.
Thank you. When Kyler and I launched our YouTube channel 2 years ago, we wanted to share all of the joys and challenges that come with this adventure we call parenthood. Today we have over 2.5 million subscribers that feel like family to us. They chat with us, to cheer us on, give us advice, and share good news. When Hyundai learned that we had a third baby on the way, they shared a secret with us that we couldn't talk about until today, and that's the Hyundai Palisade. Let's take a closer look.
So here we are to check out Hyundai's all-new Palisade.
They've told us a little bit about it.
But we can't wait to get in it and take a closer look.
We've even brought some of our friends.
Let's go check it out.
Wow, this interior is really nice.
It's so luxurious. I can totally see this being our new date night car.
I know, I owe you a couple dates.
Yeah, you do. Wow, we're gonna look awesome pulling up to valet.
Oh yeah.
I really like these seats. They're so soft and quilted.
Look at the panoramic skylight for the girls.
They're gonna love that. They can look at the stars. Oh, this is amazing.
It's perfect.
So here's the next thing about the Palisade. When you're a parent with little ones, your car is kind of like your base camp. And everywhere we looked, we kept finding all these compartments and thoughtful little hideaways. There was even a place to stash my purse and still have it in reach. There was a spot for the girls' toys and books, for snacks and drinks, for my yoga bag, and all those other little things that you just want to have with you. And for those big days at the beach, we've got room for all this stuff, even the ginormous cooler, without sacrificing the third row seat. And there's also a place for everyone. This is an 8-passenger SUV, so it's big enough for family and friends. And you can get into the third row with just one button. How cool is that? And it's first class all the way, so even the third row has power reclining seats. Now, let's take a look at some of the other things that we discovered inside.
Wow, this car is officially huge. It's so big, it has an intercom.
You can talk directly to family and friends in the third row, and in our case, without waking up the girls in the second row if they're asleep. Check it out. Hey, Mackenzie, how are the girls doing? They're doing great. Awesome. I really appreciate all the small details. It's got USBs in every row. They're everywhere. Whew. I've definitely had my hands full the last 2 years.
Yeah.
This hands-free liftgate is amazing.
And I love how you can open up the cargo space by just a touch of a button. Let me help you.
Something else that I truly love about the Palisade is safety, and they've really got you covered. The people at Hyundai showed us these sensors watching all around you that keep you safe and warning you, and even stopping for you. And you don't have to pay more for it. Every single Palisade comes with these advanced safety features. So I can honestly say that we loved it. I want to say thank you to Sing, Yep, and Brian, and everyone at Hyundai for thinking about the perfect SUV for people like us.
Thank you, Madison. Thank you, Madison. Thanks for joining us today. Palisade is a clear statement of what sets Hyundai apart. It demonstrates how carefully we listen to our customers to deliver the best solutions and highest value in each category. Palisade will begin arriving at US dealerships next summer. And that's something to celebrate. So tonight we're inviting all of the credentialed media here today to drop by Hotel Fig for our annual celebration, kicking off the new auto show season. We look forward to seeing you there. Now we need just a moment for a photo op, and then we're going to open up the stage so you can come take a closer look at Hyundai Palisade. Thank you all.
Welcome back to the 2018 LA Auto Show. Again, I'm Mike Caudill and I'm your host here. Okay, let's just pump the brakes for a minute on this new launch. I mean, this Palisade, talk about an awesome vehicle. Mike O'Brien is with me, and Mike is the head of product planning. Okay, tell me about how awesome this vehicle is. Who's the target market for this?
Well, the buyers for this will be really the smart families that want something extra that they're not getting in their current SUV products. When you think about the content of this vehicle, the design of the vehicle, you think about safety and technology, it's really has unmatched in the market. So when you just look at the exterior design, we went to a very, very premium kind of a finish where the intersection of parts, whether it's glass or sheet metal or trim, is very flush, only achieved generally with ultra luxury vehicles. So we get an exterior design that looks like it's fighting way above its class. In the interior, you get so much in terms of feature content that it's quite amazing when you think about between 5 and 7 USB connections, you bring in your own entertainment with your tablet. When you think about ventilated second row seats, when you think about 8-passenger seating capacity, 1-button operation to either get a full retraction of the second row or third row seats for extra storage or ingress and egress to the third row. It really offers an amazing complement of features for any family that any family could really appreciate.
I was shocked when I saw it come out, and this is the first time I've had a chance to see it, and I'm the one holding the Hyundai microphone, so congratulations to you. Now, I wanted to be fully prepared. So are you ready for some rapid fire questions that I prepared on the Palisade?
I'll do my best.
All right, here we go. Here's my question. What are the top unique selling points for the Palisade that meets your target buyer's expectations?
Well, first, outstanding design that speaks for itself. And once you sit in the car, it closes the deal. The second is going to be standard safety. We offer standard safety that's unsurpassed in the market. We offer rear occupant safety alert. We're first to market with that. We offer safe exit assist. So if a young child tries to exit in oncoming traffic, the door will lock. We offer standard second row, not standard, but available second row ventilated seats. We offer a safety suite that's really unmatched. We offer forward collision assist, which is automatic emergency braking with pedestrian assist. We offer lane keep assist, but also not only does it tell you when you start leaving the lane if you're not paying attention, but also steers the steering wheel back in the lane. We do the same thing with our rear monitors. So not only will you be warned if there's something behind your car as you're backing up, we'll actually operate the emergency braking to prevent you from striking a pedestrian or an object as you're backing up.
All right, I'm a simple guy. I have an 11-year-old and I have a 9-year-old. And my favorite feature that I saw in your video was the third row seat that reclines with a full-sized adult in the back. Tell me a little bit about it.
You know, I'm going to sidetrack a little bit and tell you something even different. What's even better about those seats is generally what's challenging with every vehicle in the marketplace is it's hard for young people to operate the seats, to get to the third row, to articulate the second row to get access. With this vehicle, it's all one touch. And so at the push of a button, young people, small stature people can get easy access to the third row. But the reclining feature and the intercom system allows you either to speak to the second or third row separately or both is really a special feature. If you're on a long trip and you've got someone sleeping in the car, you're able to speak to someone in the third row or the second row without waking up that extra passenger that's trying to get a little shut-eye. So when you think about comfort in terms of reclining seats, when you think about comfort in terms of our available captain's chairs in the 7-passenger model, when you think of the conversational intercom system that allows you just to speak to one row, there's so many things that make it great for a growing family.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. Palisade, obviously and visually a luxurious SUV, lots of content, okay? Is Hyundai moving away from its established market position as a value leader with the Palisade?
Absolutely not. Our engineers have done double time, and I'll tell you why. Double time is an important word because we're using a term called sensor fusion. So where other automakers are adding content, which they have to charge for, and making the vehicle more expensive, we're using the sensors that we already have. For example, blind spot sensors that we already have are the same sensors we use for the rear occupant exit alert. So we use that same sensor that also tells you when you're moving into a lane, into a car, the same alert, the same sensor comes on when a child's out opening the door into oncoming traffic. So instead of having a feature that we have to charge for and customers pay extra for, we have a feature that's essentially free, a few lines of computer code, and we're offering a lot of extra value and great features without adding the cost of the car. So our value position, frankly, is well preserved.
Tremendous. Do I have time to get one more? Can I get one more?
I wish I could have read those in advance, but I'll do my best.
One more question for you. All right, tell me about the styling cues on the Palisade that impressed you the most.
Well, on one hand, we have this bold front graphic with LED light guide technology, very upright and very, very tough and bold. On the other hand, we have a very elegantly and understated design to the side view that's accentuated by all this flush surfacing that I mentioned earlier. So it's got the right stature, the right proportion, and the front boldness that you need in an SUV to give it that planted, ready to go, ready to rumble kind of a feeling. But yet the premiumness is that very understated side profile that really makes it feel like a much more luxurious vehicle.
Can I tell you mine?
Yes.
I just want to tell you mine. I love the raked look from the B-pillar, which is right behind the driver's side, all the way back. I love how it slopes down. It gives it an aggressive and sporty exterior style to it. Mike O'Brien, Vice President of Product Planning for the brand and the new Palisade. Congratulations.
Thank you very
and
much.
Thank you for joining us here with Hyundai Live today. All right, we've got another executive coming up. Who's ready for another executive? Let's do this. Always dapper, Chief Marketing Officer. You know, I mean, can we talk suits or do we want to talk cars?
I can't talk suits with you.
All right, so Dean Evans is joining us. I've got rapid fire questions, but I'm not good at following. You know I don't follow scripts, but I wanted to be prepared. Let me just tell you, I think it's stunning. I think the design is fantastic.
I do too.
But you're the marketing guy, and they want to hear from you, not me. So let's turn it over to you. I've got 4 questions for you, Dean. You ready?
Yes.
Main message you want to get across to the consumers in the marketplace.
Yes, that Hyundai's really arrived today, right? When we've been waiting for a few years to have a real lineup of SUVs. Palisade is the flagship of our SUV lineup, and to me that's what is the most impressive about what we have here for Palisade now, because we have a flagship for the brand, and it is the flagship for the SUV part of our lineup. And it's a smashing car, I agree with what you said, for sure.
All right, here we go. Question number 2. All right, Hyundai has been heavily into its marketing of their SUV family, okay? How does the Palisade add to and round out that family?
Yes, no, we really like the concept that, you know, Palisade is rounding out a family, whether it's the Kona on the one end, or it's now Palisade bookend on the other, or that we have pretty much everything in between today wrapped around. And so that's why you saw us at the beginning of this year when we launched Kona, Right away then we turn into a family campaign. We also launched Santa Fe then mid-year, and now we're rolling out the year with a whole family of SUV campaign again. And to no one probably surprise, we're going to be at full campaign of family of SUVs next year as well.
Will you indulge me? I want to add on to that question with one more just side question to it. Tell me a little bit about, what does Hyundai want car buyers to know in general about its SUV lineup?
Yeah, no, we've really been spending a few years now. We weren't not the first to market with a full lineup, so we have been spending time really looking at the market, really trying to understand what our customers want. You heard Sang-Lup talk about that earlier with the design. We really want to make sure we're customizing these vehicles so people are falling in love with them better. Yeah. They're paying premium dollars for them, and that's really the whole objective of that lineup. You can also obviously have the conversation around the tech today and the tech features in our cars today. You know, Hyundai is quality, it's safety, it's low cost to own, but it's now technology like nobody else's brand. And so all of that is really what is part of our SUV story.
All right, I've got two more for you, and I know you're busy. You're in high demand here. Let me hit you with two more. All right, so when are we going to see the full marketing begin for this vehicle?
Yeah, mid-year next year, about the summertime, you'll start seeing it. And we also have a really nice surprise for Super Bowl. And so we'll see what happens there, but we are going to be talking about Palisade a little earlier than the summer, but then in the summer you'll see a lot of Palisade as we roll into the campaign.
Off script, are the San Diego Chargers or LA Rams going to be in the Super Bowl?
I hope it's the Rams.
Oh, the Rams. It explains the blue as well. And the Chargers are blue as well. All right, I got a couple more for you. You gave us the hint of the Super Bowl. What's the creative going to be like? Can you tell us?
We've had a history of going to the Super Bowl over the last few years, and our formula has been, tugging people's hearts and getting them to fall in love with our brand even more and things that our brand stands for and represent. This year we're going to the Super Bowl, and hopefully we're going to make people laugh, and we're going to show some product, and we have very special surprise too around a customer experience that no one else can match in the industry that we're also going to be talking about too. So we think it's going to be kind of a grand slam.
Love it. Okay, I got a couple more for you, and then I'm going to let you go. Any unique partnerships that you can tell us that you're exploring?
We do have some great partnerships set up for the whole family of SUVs coming up and Palisade. We just can't quite talk about them yet because we do want to keep some of that a surprise because they're really good.
We do have BTS, and I like that.
Yes.
All right, here's your last question for the day. Hyundai held its global debut of the Palisade right here at the LA Auto Show, obviously. When many manufacturers are launching cars outside of auto shows, why'd you pick LA to launch this vehicle?
Palisade was designed primarily for the United States. The US market does like their big SUVs, and that's what this is a focus on. So we definitely wanted to be here in the United States. And we're also big believers in auto shows. I've been on the record to say before, there's not a lot of places people go to actually pay to come look at cars. And so that's why we're here. And we also like the amount of press and all the journalists on one location so we can have an exciting reveal like this. We think it's a 1-2 punch that we're still in love with.
LA's home. You're right up the street. Corporate headquarters for North America.
Home location.
All right, hey, Dean Evans, thank you so much. Chief Marketing Officer for the Hyundai brand. We've got one more interview to close some things out here today, and he's coming in, the man himself. Brian, you're up there. You just delivered one of the most smashing press conferences. You had BTS up there, right?
Yeah.
Then we've got a family up there.
Madison was wonderful.
I've already told everybody, I like to go off script.
Yeah.
I love the exterior look and design of this vehicle. Very performance oriented. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to do in the market. All right.
I'll tell you, one of my favorite things is
go for
that
it.
grill. That face coming at you with those vertical DRLs. It's going to be, you'll recognize it miles behind you. I think it's going to be cool.
All right, so I've got 4 rapid fire questions for you. You ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to go through these. I like to be prepared, and everyone here knows me, knows I don't like to be on script, so I'm going to be on script.
They're just yes or no answers, right?
You're going to have to define them out a little bit more. By the way, it's broadcast globally. All right, here we go. Hyundai's been talking about better meeting the market demand for SUVs with new entries. Tell us how important the Palisade is for the Hyundai lineup as a whole.
Palisade's amazingly important for 2 different reasons. One is the midsize SUV segment is huge and growing, and we're finally going to be taken seriously because you got to have a midsize to be a true SUV family. But beyond that, we've been adding SUVs all year. What finally hits home is when you look at that picture of 6 faces at you staring at you of SUVs, and people go, wow, Hyundai's an SUV company. That's what Palisade does, is it completes that picture.
Yeah, when
of
I
course
saw
there's
them,
more to come.
and I saw them up there, you showed 5, and I was like, 5's a lot. They're like, well, 7, and it's like, this is all happening within the next year.
That is so cool.
All right, so tell me how, tell me a little bit more about the positioning of this as an SUV flagship for the Hyundai brand.
Well, again, you know, people come in, anytime you can launch a vehicle like this, you're drawing traffic and you're getting people who may not have considered your brand before. Whether they end up buying Palisade or one of the other SUVs, it really doesn't matter. They're going to find a great fit for their family, and that's what Palisade, again, is doing, is it's going to make a lot of people come take a look at a brand new flagship vehicle, and then they're going to see our entire lineup.
You're launching an incredible vehicle here. Tell us what the dealers are asking for. Did they ask for this vehicle to come to market? Because they're the ones we got to get this vehicle in front of.
They asked for it years ago, and now that they've seen it, they want it yesterday in the dealership. So probably their biggest disappointment was my statement that it'll be hitting dealerships next summer. They would like it next month. But they understand and they're excited. A lot of pre-sale happens. We're going to be doing a lot of promotion of it online in some big media properties coming up. So it's going to generate a lot of pre-sold orders even before the vehicles get here.
Dean just told us about the Super Bowl. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the Super Bowl. I've got 2. I know you're in high demand. I've got 2 more questions for you. All right, there's talk about more SUVs from Hyundai coming out soon. What else have you planned here in the near future to fill out this lineup? You just said mid-size. What's next?
Well, what I think is cool, we've actually introduced them, so I'm not going to spill any secrets, but the Kona Electric and the Nexo Fuel Cell are 2 vehicles that are going to hit the market. They'll be in dealerships in the next 30 days, and they're vehicles that are surprising the heck out of people. Kona Electric, you just wouldn't even realize you're driving an electric vehicle. It is so intuitive and almost normal feeling, but 258-mile range almost takes any range anxiety, and people will go, I could drive an electric. So that is extremely cool, and Nexo is one of the most stylish, beautiful SUVs. Now, beyond that, we're going to expand the lineup a little more next year. We'll have great announcement coming. I'm not saying any more about it globally, but there's more coming.
All right, I've got one more, like I said, high demand. I got one more question for you, and then we'll close it out. All right, Palisade should be very popular as a family SUV, and occasionally, demand for Hyundai SUVs has exceeded your supply. So people want them and they can't buy them. How are we going to work with that? What are we going to do?
Well, I'll tell you our little secret, as long as you don't tell anybody else, just you and me.
Just you and me, no cameras, no microphones.
Palisade it's a global vehicle, but North American market is going to be by far the biggest consumption of Palisade. So when we normally have to fight other countries around the world to get more Tucson or to get more Santa Fe, we're going to be the #1 customer for Palisade. So I know that we can get whatever volume our dealers are capable of selling, and however many new people want to come to our brand, Palisade's there.
Well, I'm just going to say you've cornered the market because you just let the cat out of the bag. 5 SUVs, now going to 7. You have plenty of products in the marketplace. Whether you want to drive a high-end luxury vehicle or just an entry-level vehicle, I think you've got the market covered. So, Brian Smith, thank you so much, Chief Operating Officer for Hyundai, joining us here at the LA Auto Show. So much great news, you guys. We've had BTS, we've had the COO, the CMO, we've had the product communications team, the product planning team. Everybody has been here to be a part of one of the best press conferences here at the LA Auto Show. I'm Mike Caudill. Thank you for joining us here today. I've been your host. Again, thank you, Dean, as well. Team Brian, Dean, everybody else being a part of this today. That's it here live at the LA Auto Show for 2018.
Thanks.